this is Komori, and I'm going to show you the steps from waking up and, you know, doing your daily things to making yourself look adorable for cosplay. So I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Pinecone cosplay, which is a simple cosplay that I made. You can see here's the cosplay stuff right here. And then there's a few things you need. First, you need to brush your teeth, which I'm going to do. And then you're going to need your makeup. You're going to need some lotion. And I have PCOS, which gives you a lot of facial issues with like acne and hormone issues. So, you know, if you're a guy, you might need to shave or, you know, fix up some acne. So, because everybody has acne or dry patches, you can put some lotion on that. So, I'm going to prepare my face, just a basic wash. I use this more herby soap because it really does. It's not just hippie stuff. It's actually really good for your acne. So, I'm going to get set up. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting I'm using the front-facing camera. But I'm going to get all my face fixed up, everything, and then I'll show you guys the steps. So as you can see, I have my hair all up in a wig cap because the cosplay is going to require a wig. But as you can see, my face just being washed and lotioned looks a lot better. And so then we're going to go in and do some makeup. You can see I got some stuff over here. And I'm going to apply that. But one thing you guys might notice is that I have a lot of hair. And you have my regular time viewers notice I have a lot of hair. So wig caps, I kind of go through a lot of them. And they kind of tend to get lost. And it's just horrible. Okay, so we're going to cover up the acne attack, I call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some tan makeup and we're going to lightly go over it. Since it's on my cheek, it's not as visible. Which also I'm going to, once I can find it on my phone, I've been cleaning it out. Just put up the tutorial on when I covered up my acne for Dad and Cheryl's wedding. That video will be up at some point. Okay, so first we're going to go through and we're going to put like on all these trouble spots because anyone who has PCOS knows that you get a lot of acne breakouts because what PCOS is it's an imbalance with your hormones, and because you have cysts, which are pretty much like sores on your ovaries. And these cysts cause you to sometimes have a little too much testosterone, so that causes hair growth or acne or other miserable, horrible things. And sometimes just wearing makeup to cover up those blemishes is all that I really try to seriously aim at. So let me go to some red. As you can see, this is my color palette. And you're just going to very lightly do it on the cheeks. Very lightly around the spot. And you're going to take the other end and just kind of blend it in. So you can still kind of lightly see there's something because it's, you know, brushed, or it's going to be a little throbbing. And then you put some on your forehead. And you just work it in. Because your skin naturally, your melatonin naturally has the slightest bit of pink and red. And this helps cover up that acne because it's also red itself. Because it's, no matter, and I clean my face a lot. I do a lot of creams and stuff. It's just, it's hormones, so it's a little harder to add just a little bit of blush. And if something goes in too dark, you can just go back in with this light and mix it in. And then it just looks natural. It'll be a little dark here, but that's because my skin is dry too. and it's not as apparent. Maybe put a little more tan over it. And if you have more of like a yellowed complexion, sometimes even white people need a little bit of yellow in there just because your skin has such differentiations in color. Especially on your face. So, see how that looks a lot better? Now, if you're just for the acne part, there's that. But, then we're going to do what Pinecone. Pinecone have red eyes, but we're going to use green. So, I have this for, like, majorly good deals. Sorry, this is going to be a little long because I'm just shooting it off my phone, and it doesn't have a hole for a trip. Okay, so. Hold on a second. You get all lotioned up and then everything gets slick. Now, buying these might be cheaper, but for a cosplay or for a cosplay that you're not going to wear for a mass amount of time, like this isn't going to be like a convention or just for really rare colors, I'm going to do some greens. Now, since there's only two tips to this, which you can always buy more, I'm going to have this one's already I kind of already marked from being in the dust in the packaging, but this side's going to be, side will be the red side, and this will be the warm and cool color. So this will be the cool color. So I'm going to get a little bit of green. And just get it on a little part of that, and I'm just going to put some light eyeshadow on. And I don't normally wear a lot of makeup. Sometimes I'll wear a little bit of cover up or a little bit of and just lightly. Be gentle and light on your eyes. Since I've not worn a lot of makeup, I still have kind of flinchy eye a little bit. And you want to make this look nice and layered out. Now, my eyes are going to be a little more dramatic than yours will be for regular makeup use. Because it's cosplay. Everything's more dramatic with cosplay. So, we're going to put some under my eye. A little bit of red makeup. That's one thing you have to be careful with, but which I can always go and cover up. But it's a Pinecone, so, because we're doing Pinecone for Pokemon. And I like to cosplay, I might as well fill you guys in, very odd or rare Pokemon. So I'm going under the eye. This also covers up bags, but gives that illusion of mystique. And you just kind of connect it around the eye, like that. And this was my closest dark green I had, and the closest dark green of my dress. Now as you can see up here, I kind of... Sorry everyone, as I am using my phone to record this, I got a phone call from my Mr. Leaf Shadow. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of made it flare out, and that draws attention to your eyes, like how it's supposed to be costume makeup. It's not supposed, it's supposed to be over dramatic. Okay, so now we're going to go in with some light green. So you can even use the end-ish tip of this, because it's going to cover it up. It's pretty chalky. I don't tend to like to use face paint as much. I have a whole bunch of it, but it is my personal preference. And so let's weave it in between the dark and the light. And since it is a mixture, you can kind of fade it in that way. And that's the thing for people who are not super into makeup. It's a lot like painting over dramatic makeup. I'm not talking about more as saying it's one of those things you can either like it or not like it. Okay. So we've got that down, and it's a really pretty green. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go, I have other makeup in here. And since Pinecone is a little more foresty green, just because I'm trying to still talk to you guys, we have this kind of foresty, foresty greeny blue color. So it comes with its own little thing. Okay, so we're going to use it to do the outline of the top of our eyelashes. That's all we're going to do. So to do this, we just go, see, because now I start getting nervous. And you just got to distract yourself if you're even doing a makeup tutorial video or a, anything, and just calm and relax, and just does a little outline there, and it gives the top eye a little more lift. Now, I'm doing this for video sake purposes, but I suggest when you do this to do this undressed in your cosplay clothes. So as you can see, I kind of on my chest have a little bit of makeup, which it should just wipe right off, but. Okay. Now, we're not doing any noses or anything like that because it's a pine cone, but you can see. Now, I'm going to add a little tiny slight bit of something to my lips. So, I don't want to add anything too dramatic. Well, we have this blueberry lip gloss stuff, and it feels really good on my lips. And it's a little more purpley. And you want to do this just to give it a little pizzazz. And it actually tastes like blueberry. It's just cheap. It's lipstick with vitamin E. I think it's an N and an A or a Z and an A. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, and that's the thing. You just have to be very confident, and which I still have a little bit of fear. What was that? Okay. So, I'm going to pause for a second and then put the makeup away, because you want to put stuff away, not just so it's neat, so that it's, you have room to set up all your stuff. And we're going to do the wig and the hair stuff. Something that I did not even remember to do was you usually want to put on your neck piece if your cosplay has a neck piece first, so you don't have to pull it over the makeup. Another good thing is if you are going to a convention, to bring your makeup with you, or what you know you're necessarily going to have to fix. This is my beautiful wig. It is new. I got it for myself for Christmas. It was one of my presents to myself because I really wanted it. I'm going to put it on. Now what I always do is I use gently, put my hand underneath the bottom. As you see, it has these straps which you can adjust for a larger head size. I luckily have a tiny head size because I have some very small wigs. Well, they're small because I have a lot of hair. Okay. Now, this is a wig with a part. As you can see, we have to cover up that little bit of wig. Hold on. Okay. So it's on, as you can see. So you can still see the makeup. I would tuck a little bit over your, if you have super blemish spots on your face, that's the great thing, the one great thing about wigs with bangs. So one thing you're going to do is kind of finger this, because it's not the most amazing, you know, it's not a $20 wig, but still beautiful. Still beautiful. Okay, so now you see we have this part done of my Pinecone cosplay. Now we need to assemble the other pieces on. Let me see if this will work. There. So now what you're going to do Set my little pinecone hat on. Now the little top thing goes in the front. As you can see, the seam goes in the back. When you're making cosplay, seam goes in the back. And that covers up that part of the wig too. Okay? Then I just slip on my wristlets, move that little hair out of the way. And since wigs are mostly synthetic, you don't usually have to worry too much about the makeup affecting the wig. Now it's time to take cosplay pictures and enjoy and just look fabulous. And this is my makeup tutorial for cosplay for Pinecone, because it's not a very hugely popular Pokemon. So, hi Rafiki, there's my kitty. He's trying to come in. It's not a hugely popular cosplay, but that way it's still appreciated. My little makeup helper. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, I know this video is going to be pretty long, but you're doing it with me in real time. So thank you everyone for watching, and I might put some, pictures at the beginning or the end. Bye bye.